Have you ever found yourself questioning the truth behind a woman's words? Maybe she said something that didn't sit right with you, but you shrugged it off, thinking it's probably nothing. Here's the reality. Women, just like men, can sometimes use words as tools to protect themselves, manipulate situations, or keep you emotionally invested. These aren't always malicious acts. Often, they're survival tactics or ways to avoid conflict. But as a high-value man, you deserve clarity and authenticity in your relationships. Today, we'll uncover 7 common white lies women might use to keep you hooked. Not only will we decode these lies, but I'll also give you actionable ways to handle them, like the confident, discerning man you are. Ready to dive in? Let's go. Number 1, I don't care about your money. While many women value emotional connection over financial status, let's be honest, stability is a significant factor in most relationships. This lie can mask a deeper expectation. If you take her at her word, you might find yourself blindsided when financial disagreements arise. She claims, "I'd love you even if you were broke," but later complains about not going on enough vacations or subtly compares your lifestyle to her friends' relationships. Maintain transparency about finances early on. Let her know your goals and boundaries. Engage her reactions. A high-value man isn't afraid to ask, "What does financial security mean to you in a relationship?" Curious about another subtle lie that could impact your emotional well-being? Let's dig into number 2. He's just a friend. In some cases, this statement is entirely true, but let's not ignore the possibility of emotional connections with male friends crossing boundaries. This lie can hide emotional infidelity, which often starts with harmless texting or frequent meetups. She mentions grabbing coffee with an old colleague, but starts bringing up his name more often in conversations. "Oh, he's just a friend," she insists, but your gut says otherwise. Pay attention to patterns. Does she seem emotionally distant after hanging out with this friend? Approach the topic calmly. "I trust you, but I want to make sure our boundaries are clear. How would you feel if I had a female friend I talked about this often?" This one hits close to home for many men. The next lie might make you rethink how well you understand your relationship. Number 3, I don't need a label. This phrase is often used in the early stages of dating to keep things undefined. While it sounds progressive, it can be a way to avoid commitment while keeping you invested. You're left in limbo, unsure if she sees a future with you or is just enjoying your attention for now. She says, "Why do we need labels? I like how things are." But a few weeks later, she's frustrated you didn't introduce her as your girlfriend to a friend. Be clear about your own intentions. Say, "I respect your feelings, but I value clarity in my relationships. Where do you see us heading?" This positions you as someone who knows his worth. Let's move on to a lie that can really tug at your heartstrings. The one about her past. Number 4, I've never felt this way before. This phrase can be genuine, but sometimes it's used to fast-track emotional intimacy or secure your commitment. Hearing this too soon might blind you to red flags. She could be mirroring your emotions rather than truly connecting with you. You've been dating for 2 weeks, and she suddenly declares, "I've never felt this way about anyone before." It feels flattering, but also a little rushed. Take your time. Respond with something like, "That means a lot to me. Let's keep building this connection and see where it leads." This keeps the relationship grounded. What about the lies women tell about their intentions? Let's discuss the next one. Number 5, I don't care about your past. Many women claim they're open-minded about your history, but deep down, certain aspects might bother them. This lie can resurface as judgment later in the relationship. She says, "Your past doesn't matter," but later criticizes you for an old flame you ran into at a party. Be upfront but selective about what you share. Say, "I'm happy to share my past, but I'd like us to focus on building our future together." Gauge her reactions over time to see if her words match her actions. Our next lie is the most subtle, yet potentially the most impactful. Number 6, I just want you to be happy. This altruistic-sounding phrase can sometimes mask her own unmet needs or hidden agendas. If you focus solely on her words, you might overlook signs that she's actually dissatisfied or has specific expectations. She says, "I just want you to be happy," but later grows upset when you spend too much time on hobbies or with friends. When you hear this, respond by asking, "What makes you happy?" Let's make sure we're both fulfilled. This opens the door to honest communication. Number 7, I'm fine really. This classic line often means the opposite of what it says. Many women use this phrase to dodge difficult conversations or suppress their true feelings. When you take this statement at face value, you might miss deeper issues that are brewing in the relationship. This lie can lead to resentment on her part and confusion on yours. Imagine you notice she's been distant lately. You ask, "Is something wrong?" And she replies with a curt, "I'm fine." Meanwhile, she's upset you forgot an important date or didn't notice her new haircut. The next time you hear this, gently probe deeper without being confrontational. Try saying, "I want to make sure everything is okay between us. If there's something on your mind, I'm here to listen." This approach shows empathy while encouraging honesty. Does this sound familiar? It's just the tip of the iceberg. Now that you know the 7 lies, let's wrap up with how to navigate relationships like a high-value man. Understanding these common white lies isn't about blaming women. It's about recognizing patterns and maintaining healthy boundaries. High-value men don't settle for surface-level communication. They seek deeper connections based on trust, respect, and mutual understanding. So here's your call to action. Which of these lies have you encountered before? Drop a comment below with your experience or thoughts. If this video helped you see relationships in a new light, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, keep growing into the best version of yourself. See you in the next video.